Afternoons, everybody would go fishing in the mornings, and at 1 o'clock, everybody met here at this house. We would all take our fish and clams that we gathered throughout the day, all throughout the bay. And one guy named George, who was actually a barber, was a frustrated cook. He would take all the food that we gathered, and he would make a big sit-down meal with all homemade wine, and everybody would meet on the front porch where we're sitting right now, and they would, tell stories and get a little liquored up, drinking the wine, play cards, and eat all the fresh fish and clams that you could get. The police boats would stop by once in a while, the game wardens would stop by once in a while, and everybody would be welcome to sit down and eat dinner with everybody. And they would hang out for the day, and then we'd go home, and until next Wednesday. Best thing to eat out here is the mussels off the dock, which we pick right off the float. The clams are excellent, and we do a lot of fish fries, all stuff that we catch either locally or right off the front dock. Back in the old days, there was a couple that had a bay house across the creek, and they would bring out a loaf of bread, and that was it. A loaf of bread and some wine. And that was all they had for the weekend. And all their meals came from either fishing or digging clams, or I guess during the gunning season they'd shoot some ducks. But they bring the bread and the wine, and they'd eat like pigs for the whole weekend. All from the bay. Everything would be harvested from the bay.
If they got soft crabs that were already soft.
Right, they had shedded.
Yeah, where you had scabbed the double. At that point, we didn't know how to shed them out, nor how to keep them overnight on ice and cabbages we subsequently learned. So if you came home with the soft crabs, or they came home with the soft crabs, he knew that if he didn't do something with them, they would either die by morning, or if you left them in the water, they'd be hard by morning. So Mom would get up, and she would fry soft crabs and wake us all up, and we'd get up and we'd have fried soft crab sandwiches, and then everybody go back to bed again. And I can still remember waking up in the middle of the night and having a soft crab sandwich and going back to bed, just because they were absolutely delicious.